Anna, Warthog Princess, and welcome to another What's in My Bag video. This one is going to be the Vera Bradley Little Hipster in Fireworks Paisley. This was last year's patriotic 4th of July pattern. I actually haven't used this particular bag. I've used the Little Hipster and I've used Fireworks Paisley, but this will be the first time for this bag. But I'm very, very patriotic if you didn't know that already. So everything red, white, and blue for this coming week is kind of my plan. But I'm still going kind of a min-essential operation, so I'm not trying to take a whole bunch of stuff with me. And so I went with a small bag. It is cotton, so it isn't wipeable. It can go in the washer though, so if it comes to that, I can certainly sanitize it that way. You also could spray it down with just alcohol and just let that air dry. That should not mess with the colors with just alcohol. But if you did use Clorox or Lysol or any of those things, that might actually cause some running of the colors or other issues. I don't know for sure, but I would not do that aside from spot cleaning, and I would test the inconspicuous area first. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the bag, and then we'll talk about what we're going to put in it. First of all, like I said, it is cotton. It's red, white, and blue, so you have these pretty paisleys coming in. And the front pocket is a zip around the top half. It is the old awful metal zipper. This one actually works okay. You know, it's always hit or miss with these, but this one's working okay. But it works. Inside here, you have a little bit of a built-in wallet. So let me see if I can fold the front down. So first you have the red, white, and blue stars inside. And then you have a big slip that goes all the way across. So you could put dollar bills there. And then in front of that, you have 2 card slots on this side and 2 on the other, the front of which is your clear ID window. So it's down in there. This section is RFID as well, so that's very helpful if you did want to use that as your wallet. We'll come back to the wallet discussion in a moment. Let's just look at the bag. So that's it for the front pocket. There is also a pocket on the back. It is a magnetic closure in the middle. Some versions of the Little Hipster have that magnet and some do not, but they do all have that pocket. So for what that's worth, I'm glad when it does have it because I do prefer that. This for me is my cell phone pocket. So we can even go ahead and set that aside for the moment. And the main pocket it's quite simple. It's got just one pocket. So it's a one pouch, like a cavernous area, and then you have one privacy zipper on the back. And that for me, I know already, that's where I'll put my keys is my plan. So it's kind of where I'm going into it. All right, it is a crossbody. You can wear it as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. It does have a nice long adjustability. So even on a big girl like me, which my casual t-shirt, sorry, it sits nice and low on my hip. So that's fully out and that's where I like it. So yeah, that's that. Okay, let's go put stuff in. So we got the phone, that's an automatic. It fits perfectly laying down in that pocket. All right, some things I grabbed. Let's go through this because everybody likes the transitions. I'm sorry, this is driving me nuts, this little piece of hair, but okay, so I have my Zip ID. This is my grab-and-go, sanitizable COVID wallet. It has a few cards and all my cash in there. I've got some earphones in case I want to listen to music. I actually don't need these for tomorrow. I might want them later in the week. Actually, I'm not going anywhere, so that can come out. Put that in the basket. If you're not familiar with the basket, I just have a basket that my lovely aunt, she actually wove it, made the basket, and it's all my extra things. Like this has all my rest of my wallet inside, stuff that I'm not carrying around. I've got notepads, I've got my mints and gums, I've got other chapstick and cards, business cards, manicure kits. Ooh, I do want the medicine though. So good thing we got it in the basket. Yeah, I think that's all I really need from the basket right now. Oh, okay, but we got a hand sanitizer, so we need that. Always gotta have a pen, so I got my space pen, nail file, more hand sanitizer. This is just alcohol, straight alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Gotta have the truck key, and that's actually the mail key, not the house key, but that's okay. I gotta have sunglasses, but I don't necessarily have to keep the case. I might. And then I grabbed a few other things, so it'd be kind of fun. It's all red, white, and blue stuff. I have 2 zip IDs and lanyards, but obviously don't need a lanyard because I'm gonna put it in the purse. So I have last year's Fireworks Paisley, just like the little hipster that I'm using. And I don't actually need another zip ID. If I use one at all for this, I'm gonna stick with the plastic one. So I don't need that, but just for show, since, you know, it's part of my thought process. Then there's this year's one, and that's Star Power. I think the other one was Star Party on the inside. If you haven't seen them, they are slightly different. So you can just see the density of stars and more variety of colors in this year's version. So this year's version, yeah, but anyway, so both of those I'm not going to use. But a couple other things. A bag charm or keychain, could go either way. I might actually take this one because it's cute, and it's lightweight, so it's not going to get in the way. It's not going to make a lot of noise. It makes a little bit. It's just stars, a variety of stars on these like little faux leather stars. So I grabbed that, and then I also grabbed this itty bitty backpack, and this is last year's star pattern. But it's just a nice, it's adorable. It has these little straps. They're totally useless except to hold the quick release loop. And then it has this zipper, so you can put things inside here. Now, what I was thinking was I would put a couple masks in here. I'll have to grab those later because I took them out, threw them in the wash, and anyway, so that'll be my masks. So that's my plan. We have a good plan. Let's put it in the bag and see what fits where. We got the keys, so let's put those in the zipper pocket. Since I don't have to get it out to run the truck, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'll put the wallet in the front where the wallet would go. And that should work just fine. And you can put it in the slot, but I'm just gonna put it in the pocket. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the wallet in there. And then inside, we've got, ooh, that truck key is really bulky. It's not a it's not a big bag. I mean, if you look at the side profile, that's with stuff in it. So you can bulk it out quite a bit, but I think it looks funny when it's all bulked out. Just my opinion. And I'm gonna put this pen in behind in that cash slot. No, I'm gonna reverse that. I'll put these 3 straight items, the file, the alcohol, and the pen in front of that slot and just lay them. And then I'll put the zip ID behind it in the dollar slot. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. And then really, we just have a bag charm. Now, one thing I will say about this bag is it has this metal loop right here, which is kind of necessary because the way that it adjusts, that's totally fine, totally makes sense. However, there's not a loop on the other end. It doesn't need one, it's only adjustable on one end. Sorry, this is cracking me up. I can't. I'm trying to grow it out and it's not behaving. But anyway, so this loop, the reason I bring it up is because I'm right-handed. I like my bag this way with my pocket facing out and my phone inside's fine. But in order to hang my hand sanitizer, for example, where I want that to be readily accessible, well, it's gonna be on the back of the bag. It's not a huge deal. I certainly can flip it around. I can do some different things. But why couldn't they be symmetrical and have a loop on both ends? Just saying. That being said, yeah, I think I'm just gonna put this inside. One other note on this. Okay, so this just has an orange carabiner clip on there. Obviously orange doesn't really go with red, white, and blue. It doesn't have to, but one of my other little things is I got a bunch of them from Amazon in all different colors, and they were like really cheap. Just got a whole bag. These are bigger ones for other functions, like hanging lanyards in the closet with my zip IDs. Anyway, so let's just look in here. We've got a blue one for sure. Let's see, we've got some, well, that's pink. We've got red, and we have silver. We're not gonna go with silver, because that's boring. So we'll just see which one goes better, red or blue. Actually, they both go pretty well. I think the blue blends in better, so we'll go with the blue. Okay. Put those aside. Okay. So orange one goes bye-bye. Now that I just put that bag away. Put the blue one on. Again, this doesn't matter. It's just hand sanitizer. But I'm gonna put that and I'm gonna hook it right on this loop. So whether it's in the front or the back, whatever, it's accessible. So then the decision is, do I want to have the bag charm? And if so, do I want it on the same end where it kind of, yeah, that would be okay. The other option, because this clip is such a big clip, a carabiner on there, I could actually, in this case, clip that on this end. Now, the problem with doing this, because it fits on real easy, I don't need a whole bunch of stuff in my bag. I think that looks stupid today. But because I put it there and there's no ring to hook it on, every time that strap drops, that's gonna be down here, you know, or wherever. So that's why I said, you know, you need the ring to clip it onto. And that's not bad, but I think that's gonna annoy me. So that's out. And that leaves the masks, which doesn't have to go on the outside, but I think I'm gonna, sorry, I'm shedding. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try this on the outside. Let's see how this looks. It does have a swivel so it can move around. And I actually think that's okay. So I've got my hand sanitizer, my mask is gonna be off as much as possible, but anytime near people, I'm gonna put that sucker on. And that leaves sunglasses. I don't need the case to protect them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it, since the only thing inside the bag is that little pill box with, it's got some Motrin, Aleve, Tums, and some migraine meds anyways. So I'm gonna put this right in the top. So it's not super bulky, I have just what I need, and I think I'm pretty much set. But while I was pulling things out of the closet, I was deciding, do I want to change to a proper wallet, even a thin one for this bag? Do I want to change zip IDs? I came across a wallet that I forgot that I had, and that is this one. It is a no-name brand. I can't even find it. I looked and looked. I can't find a name on it. Obviously, it's patriotic. It's the US flag. But I've had it for years and years and years. It was a gift a long time ago. Never been used. It's very much like the Vera Bradley accordion wristlets, except that it's not a wristlet. Yeah, and it does have a zipper pocket inside. So yeah, it's very similar. But here's why I never used it. If you were watching my other patriotic video when I got the haul for this year's Red, White, and Blossoms, I mentioned that I don't like items that are made from the actual flag because that's against the US code, and I'm not going to harp on it or anything like that, but just sharing my thoughts as, you know, yeah, so red, white, and blue things that are not the flag but clearly very patriotic are right up my alley. But if you're curious, look up the code, and I'll put a link in the remarks down below in case anyone is interested. And I'll also put a link here for the video that I was talking about for this year's haul for red, white, and blue, just in case you want to go watch it and you haven't seen it already. But anyway, so I have this wallet. I think I will use it just because I have it. It just didn't quite fit in today's plan. It does fit in this bag very nicely, but not with the way I have it packed. So this one's going back in the closet for another day. But at least I remember I have it. So these videos are actually good practice for me, getting a refresher on some of the hidden treasures, which is fun. So this bag, the Little Hipster in Fireworks Paisley, is ready. You already know what's in it. And I have one other thing to mention. And if you have not seen the video, I'll put another link here. This is my COVID pack, my COVID kit. yeah, so it's COVID season. Our numbers are going up in Arizona. It's actually pretty scary. Tomorrow I'm going to go make the trek to Phoenix to visit a friend, and we're going to the Vera Bradley outlet, which is always exciting. It is a little bit scary just because I don't want to expose myself or anyone else. I've really just been staying home. That being said, so this kit I don't leave it in the car because it's too hot in Arizona, but it has some masks up here in the top. Let me see what colors they are. Oh, these are not Vera masks. That's okay. I'll bring a Vera mask though for my other bag. I have filters, I have these are face wipes. These are not antimicrobial. They are just moist cleansing wipes. So when you take off your mask, you can get some of that sweaty off your face. And for me, literally, it's a 2-hour drive up there, and then we'll go to the store straight in with our masks, straight out, and then a 2-hour drive back. We're not going to mess around and do anything crazy, but I do have some antibacterial or antimicrobial wipes. I've got some more hand sanitizer in a foam form, and then I have gloves, a whole bunch of nitrile gloves in a Ziploc in a plastic pocket. So everything on this bag is wipeable, which is great, and it's one of the reasons I picked it. This is the Lug Double Decker, if you're not familiar, and it's just a great size. It fits exactly what I need. I can add to it, but I don't need to. I have extras, everything. So I've just been using this when I leave the house. I take it with me, whatever bag I'm using, even if it's just a zip ID. So it works great. Anyway, so that's my plan. All set to go tomorrow, and I hope everybody's doing well, having a nice weekend, and staying safe and sane. Don't forget to washy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.